Well, there is, in my opinion, probably nothing worse than your pet being lost and not knowing how to find them or if you're going to get them back. So our next guest is providing a service to help bring them home. Zach Zorinda is from Vantage Point Drone Services. I thank you for being here.
Absolutely.
I thank you for your service.
Yeah, thank you for
your
having me on.
military background probably comes in handy when you're using this drone and thermal energy to find missing pets.
It's certainly helpful. It's certainly helpful. We find ourselves in a lot of high pressure situations doing these rescues, and absolutely.
So you have this drone that has gone, do you have people from all over Northeast Ohio that have contacted you for help with this?
Absolutely. We service all of Northeast Ohio, Western Pennsylvania. We've serviced into Western New York. And as far as, being contacted by folks, we've been contacted from other states all the way on the other end of the country.
Well, it's amazing what you're offering to them, because it is one thing to have people out on foot trying to find a missing pet, but
Right.
when you can get that, especially thermal energy, because you probably look even in the dark hours too, in the nighttime.
Yeah, we can search daytime or night. The light itself makes little to no difference in what we do.
So are we looking at some video of some of the pets that you've
Yeah,
been able to
yeah, absolutely.
recover?
This was actually
What are
at
some of
night.
the craziest places you've found some of these pets?
Oh man.
Are they mostly just in wooded areas? Or?
Well, it definitely varies. It all depends on where the call tends to originate from.
Mm-hmm.
We'll get calls that are primarily rural areas, and then we'll get calls that are residential. And we have a wide variety as far as where they're found. But
Now, I'm sure dogs are one of your big, oh, that little tail's wagging so happy. They're probably one of the biggest groups that you're called upon to help, but do you find cats or other animals as well?
So we are primarily dogs, but we will look for anything. We have serviced for cats, livestock, but it is primarily dogs.
And have you had some that were much farther away from home than the owners originally thought? And where do you begin? How do you begin your search normally?
So it depends on a variety of different things. Sometimes we have no information to go off of as far as where these dogs are, but we work off of things like sightings that we have. We utilize Facebook and other online resources to get information about where these dogs have been spotted, and that can help us determine where we want to start. But sometimes we are flying completely blind when we have no idea where to even begin. And from that point, we try to just cover as much ground, and we'll utilize things like terrain features to try to determine like if the animal could be boxed in a certain area or whatnot. But that's basically how we do that.
Well, and you're so amazing. You guys have a database, so if someone's away, that lives here, but they're
Right.
away on vacation and they lose their pet, you still are able to help them.
Absolutely, absolutely. So the reason that we created the website is called droneanimalrescue.com, and the reason for the creation of that was what you're seeing now in the animal rescue industry is you're having fake drone companies per se. They're not real drone companies, but they're fake entities online claiming to be a drone company, telling people with lost animals that, hey, I have a drone, I can help you find your animal.
And it's not real.
Then they'll require something like a $200 deposit to come out, and then they never actually get those services rendered. So every pilot that's on our online website, droneanimalrescue.com, they're all vetted by us and our staff
That's
to
wonderful.
make sure that they're legit, and that is something that is nationwide.
If you have an animal, write that down to, what was it again?
droneanimalrescue.com.
droneanimalrescue.com, but his website is right here too at the bottom of your screen, Vantage Point Rescue Services, I'm sorry, Vantage Point Drone Services.online.
You got it. You got it.
Do you also teach people how to, okay.
Yeah, so right now in many states all across the country, there are so many areas that this service doesn't exist. And so what we're offering is a full online training program that will teach individuals, whether you know anything about drones or you're a complete beginner. This course will show you how to get licensed, how to get the proper equipment, and then how to actually conduct search and rescue missions out in the field.
That's unbelievable what you are doing. And you started with this just a couple of years ago?
Just a couple years ago, yeah.
And how many animals have you been able to reunite?
We are approaching 60.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And I know
Thank you.
you will go to great lengths to find there are babies. So we would do, and so the fact that you offer the service is absolutely unbelievable. Thank you for coming in today.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me.
Thank you for sharing that.